The views of the guest are that of the guests and do not represent nor reflect the views and opinions of the Lockoutmen channel, the Recruiter Call channel, nor its host. This site content is for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Lockoutmen here. Just imagine you're out here trying to run a trucking company and you just not built for it, but yet you get talked into all of these frivolous lease purchase programs, opportunities for you to become your own boss, and all sorts of crimes against the driver. Look, we about to get right into it. Ride with me right quick.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Here's my problem. I've been rocking out with you guys for 10 years now. Now, there has been ups, there has been downs, there has been turnarounds, there has been turmoils, there has been deaths, there has been a lot of things in my time of trucking. Not to say that everything is going great, but it is what it is. A lot of these new jacks come on these videos talking about how they're not interested in trucking, but they're using trucking as a stepping stone. And I do agree with some of their assessment, because you new jacks, y'all not interested in this. Y'all just simply ain't built for it. Y'all just want to get in, make some money, make enough money so that y'all could step up and move on and do something else. You guys are the social media area guys, right? Everything has to be put on social media. Everything has to be a video. Everything has to be a vlog. Everything has to be chronicalized. Y'all feel that y'all make more money doing stuff on the internet than you guys would actually be doing in the truck. And look at you guys. You guys out there up the perfect angles and all like that. Y'all trying to make your journey in trucking a whole production. And don't get me wrong, I get it. I understand it. You can make a movie out of what you're doing. Make a movie out of putting fuel in the truck. Make a movie how to slide tandems. Make a movie how to pick up and deliver at receivers. Make a movie about you getting out there, exercising around your truck, all that good shit. It's interesting. It's boring to me. I'm just going to keep it 100. It's boring to me, but it may not be boring to you because you're putting it together. May not be boring to the people because they watching it. But you want to know who's watching it though? TikTok. TikTok is the only platform that is actually pushing that shit. The stuff that y'all do on TikTok, y'all definitely can't get away with on YouTube. YouTube is a job. YouTube is work. YouTube is not going to just let you put up a frivolous video and think that shit is going to blow up overnight. It got to be interesting. It got to be engaging. Trust me, I know. I'm working at it every day. Now, some of you might finagle YouTube. Some of you probably might even be finagling TikTok. Or y'all probably might be paying for your views. But what is the point in all of that? For YouTube, if you buying views and subscribers and all like that, what good is that? What good is that? It's really not going to make anything of your channel. You get 100,000 subscribers, you get what? A plaque. That's about it. You guys get excited about the plaque. You guys will be like, oh man, my first 100 subscribers, blah, 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 I earned this. No, you didn't. You paid for it. You paid for it. Even YouTube give you the opportunity to pay for your plaque. Hey, you want to promote your video? Give us $100 and we'll promote it to every garbage person that don't have no interest in your content, so that you can get the subscribers need so you can get the plaque. And that's what it's all about. TikTok, on the other hand, though, put up a frivolous video, boom, explode overnight. It's still exploding overnight. Now, TikTok is in its own feelings now. Now, a lot of you is not exploding like you're used to. A few of you guys is coming back around, though. But as far as the trucking industry goes, for you new jacks and you guys coming out here and just putting any and everything that y'all do on video just to chronicleize your journey, it's still cool. The money has been the same just about for the last couple of decades. Back in 2015, coming into the trucking industry was 35, 45, 50 cents a mile. Back in 2020, it was still the same. Now it's 2025 and it's still 35, 45, 50, 60 cents a mile. is still the same. Now, I know a lot of you guys will turn around and be like, hey, if you get all your endorsements and everything and know how to drive a manual, then you'll be out here to make a little bit more money. All you got to do is do about a year. No, that was the past. That was the past. You can have all of your endorsements and you can drive a manual, but you're still going to come in at the same amount that these companies is going to just offer you. Maybe a penny more. Oh, you got your hazmat endorsement? All right, so instead of 60 cents a mile, we'll offer you 61 a mile. Now, don't get me wrong. For you new drivers, y'all not going to make that. Y'all not going to come in and make 100K. Maybe y'all would. Maybe. I don't know. Possibility. Maybe 1 out of 10 people would actually see a 10K success after their first year in trucking. Maybe their second year. But a lot of times, a lot of you guys got to grind out here because no trucking company isn't going to give you that top tier money while you learning to drive a brand new truck. But for the drivers such as myself, 5, 10, 15, 20 year drivers, and for whatever reason, we got to transition into another company, we got to start all over again. I agree, we should be making more, period. We should not be doing $1,000 a week, especially if we're over the road for 70 hours away from the house for 70 hours a week and only bringing home $1,000 and less.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Me personally, I agree. You should see at least $1,500 to $2,000, and that's take home. Now, don't get me wrong. I used to see that. But I put my time in with that company. I built my reputation with that company. I got up to where I was capped with that company. They sat down, told me I wasn't going to make no more money with them. Where I was at is where I was at. And I was bringing home, take home, about $2,000 a week. On a good week, it was $2,000 or more. On a bad week, it was like $15,000. Don't get me wrong. I was rocking. And I know you guys are going to be like, yo, Lockout, what happened? Well, things happen. Life happened. Attitudes happen. Feelings happens. And you have to accept the situation at hand, and you have to find something else so you can continue to pay the bills. What you going to do? Now, you can negotiate what you was making with a new company. And maybe they'll give you a cent more, but it's not always the case. Because if you got like 10 other people that's coming in, that's even more money that's coming out of their pocket. Mega carriers and small carriers alike operates the same way. And we end up accepting whatever we are offered. 45 to 60 cents a mile to sacrifice our lives for a company that's making billions.
That's billion with the B. I'll fax you the information.
Think about that. But I know what you guys are going to say. Hey, no, we ain't going to accept that. That's why we're going to go ahead and be our own boss. But let me tell you, some of these people aren't cut out to be CEOs.
Meaning no disrespect, but I ain't cut out to be no CEO.
They don't know how to run a business. Even after learning the game for so long that they've been in this game, some of them are just considered to be worker bees. You need worker bees. You need a person that's going to clean that toilet.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
You're not going to clean the toilet. You're not going to do it. But you need a person to clean that toilet, that porta potty. Y'all seen the videos? Old boy went out there and cleaned the shit out of that porta potty. You said in the comments that you would not do it. But somebody had to do it because they wasn't cut out to be.
Meaning no disrespect, but I ain't cut out to be no CEO.
To do anything else. It's the same thing in trucking. A lot of you guys is not cut out to be
no CEO.
And it's safe to say that I am one of those guys. I'm not cut out to be a trucking company.
Be no CEO.
I am cut out to be a CEO in other fields, but not trucking. But it's the same hamster wheel for everybody else out there. When you guys do find a decent paying company, for some godforsaken reason, it either shut down or find ways to get rid of the high paying drivers. There's no middle ground. Companies are all about profits, people.
Product, motherfuckers.
No profit, no business. That's why we see iconic businesses and brick and mortar stores closing down. This year, the bloodbath continues in the retail space. Macy's, iconic, the store right there in New York, closing. Walmart, the biggest retailer, closing half of their stores. Walgreens, closing all of their stores. Trucking companies going out of businesses. CEOs said it was going out of business and they couldn't pay their disgruntled drivers.
Product, motherfuckers.
So think of it this way. If you're making less, it's going to hit you hard, especially if you're a driver coming off of making more. You still got bills, rent, kids, child support. It's a sign on the back of the truck that says, yo, we hire to retire. We're not retiring. We're not working to retire anymore because your paycheck barely covers anything. Small 401ks that being matched by these companies won't even save you. Even if you try to cash it out, you still get taxed. Same with Social Security. You pay in it all your life, and then you got to fight for it at 65. Often not getting it until you're like 67. So what are you going to do within those 2 years while you waiting for your Social Security to even come through? So drivers, even after decades in trucking, sacrificing everything else for somebody else's company, all you get is a pat on the back and maybe a safety bonus or two. While they celebrate record profits and tell you that you're capped, it's a no-win situation. We talked for decades about uniting to create a change, but it never happens. Trucking used to be respectable. It used to be profitable. Used to be a hell of a profession. But now the only truck drivers that's excited are the TikTok trucker influencers, chasing referral bonuses all the time. CEOs getting killed every year by disgruntled employees because these companies keep playing with the drivers' livelihoods. It all comes down to profit, people.
Product, motherfuckers.
One CEO was even open about filing bankruptcy before his own tragedy unfolded. Trucking isn't just what it used to be, and it's never going back.